I feel like I'm falling behind. I feel like I'm getting older and older and that vision is slowly fading. What do I do? What do I do? How do I get this energy back? And what do I reply? It's hard not to get romantic around this masculine urge to be a prominent figure in our communities, because I know you ambitious young men see yourselves as being, again, that prominent figure in your community that can be a provider first and fundamentally, that there can be a strong social circle under your jurisdiction. You can be the guy with the resources, the guy who knows all the best places, who has created a health conscious community, maybe around fitness, maybe around nutrition, maybe around mindfulness and spirituality. But when we think about the things that stand in our way, it usually boils down to one thing, and that is energy and a lacking of it in our lives. Maybe it might be energy in the form of time. Maybe it might be energy in the form of its more rudimentary form being physical energy to go and build that six-figure business or start that side hustle or do any of these things that might bring that vision of that community prominent provider into focus. And what I thought I would do today is talk about the most detrimental thing that is standing in your way to actually having the capacity to make these things come into your lives in quicker succession. And of course, we're going to be talking about our sexual energy, our primal creative energy. That is the number one thing that is like gasoline on a fire that could just explode your life into so many different facets, so many more different roles, like I have prefaced, like the community provider, like being somebody who's well connected with many different social links. And it all starts by reclaiming your sexual energy. See, this is the thing I see in every single one of my clients, is that they have ambitions. They have an idea of where they want to go. Perhaps they want to be a social media marketer. Perhaps they want to contact businesses and offer their services and be put on retainers for 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, and start to reap in a bank of financial benefits. But they don't have time. There's always something getting in the way. Perhaps they have a 9-to-5 job, and after they've done their 9-to-5 job and answering to their boss, they're saying to themselves, Joseph, it's so annoying. I don't have the energy. I don't have the physical capacity to be able to do the things that I want to do, to work on my side hustle, to research, to maybe cold email some of these businesses and pitch my service to them in some kind of discovery call meetings. And I feel like I'm falling behind. I feel like I'm getting older and older and that vision is slowly fading. What do I do? What do I do? How do I get this energy back? And what do I reply? Are you still watching pornography? Are you still beating the bishop? Are you still choking the chicken? And usually, tentatively, they will reply, well, yes, it's how I de-stress. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's pretty innocent on the surface. 99.9% of men also do this. And therein lies your problem, gentlemen. 99% of men aren't the kind of men that you want to associate with, aren't the kind of men that I prefaced, aren't providers in their community, aren't building a community even, aren't focused around health conscious minded people, aren't looking to expand that and develop those people under their wing. And we're going to delve into this a little bit deeper, but you have to start disassociating yourself from the average man. If you're trying to rationalize and come to a place where you're not even condemning your own actions, such as watching pornography and some of these dirty videos and saying, but most guys do it, you're leading yourself astray. You're blending in with the rest of the pack. You're not standing out. And like I said, it seems innocent on the surface, but the price you pay for watching pornography and wasting your sexual energy is mediocrity, is blending in with the rest of the crowd, is not standing out, is not building an empire and establishing yourself as a community provider, as a man that other men look up to and respect. You're not looking up to the average man. You didn't get your influence and inspiration from the average man. You got it from a top 1% man. You got it from a man who is consciously refraining from immediate gratification and is looking to utilize that energy in some of the areas of their life that ultimately you want to see progress in. And it starts by harnessing your sexual energy. Like I said, this is it really is gasoline on a fire. It is the nitrous oxide in your car. It is something that is going to leapfrog you over the rest of the competition because they're still stuck playing the game, by the rule book. I want you to break out this rule book and realize that, like we castrate animals, like you take your dogs to get castrated because they're too aggressive and fueled with testosterone and energy and life force, you castrate them, you take away their divine energy, and what happens? Docile, weak, submissive, subservient, doesn't want to step outside the boundaries of how they should be behaving. And if you can take that analogy and you can apply that to pornography, the effects are exactly the same. Pornography is the mass castration of modern Western men. It takes away your life force. It takes away your drive to improve your present situation because you've been content, you've grown fat, and content is the right word with your present situations because you can tap into the matrix of a plethora of artificial sexual experiences, and you can be satisfied with each one. And it takes away that drive for you to improve your present circumstance, to improve your job, to get more money, to eventually attract a better woman. That's what it fundamentally boils down to. It really is the biggest psyop of our time. And this video should serve as the biggest red pill that this is a ploy to keep you in your place, to keep you docile, to keep you weak, to keep you programmed, to keep you compliant with the rest of society. The number one threat to a one world government, or let's just say a national government, is men who have their life force, who are high testosterone, who are disagreeable, and who fight tooth and nail to get what they want, to be a community builder in themselves. And that is the last thing any government wants, because it takes away power from them, because it takes away from, again, them being seen as that authoritative figure, when in fact that is our mantle by birthright. So gentlemen, I want you to think deeply. I want you to meditate tonight on that premise. Get your energy back. Conserve your sexual energy and fuel it into making community for yourself. And if you subscribe to anything which I've said here, gents, you can subscribe to me, and I'm going to free you from this matrix very, very soon. Take care.